Today I want to take a few minutes and go over the steps that you would take to create your ad pages, both business and student recognition ads. This time of year is a time where that is a key part of your yearbook that you're working on. One of the first places that you will want to start with is in your sell and see reports area, because this is where on the right hand side you will find two different reports that will be helpful before you start laying out your pages. You have the ad sales report and the ad sales summary. If you click on the ad sales summary, it's going to give you a summary of what you have entered in. So obviously you do have to enter in your sales through sell, enter sales, and it gives you this summary report. Most importantly, it's going to tell you the total number of pages that your ads that have been sold will take. You also can print a printable version of that as well. The other report that you can use as a checklist is what's called the ad sales report. This is just the details report. And in the first option, you can sort that by size, and then click on, in the fourth option, all, and it will show you all of the ad sales that you have entered in based on size. So you can use this as a checklist for making sure you've got everything on pages that you've sold and entered in. So now I'm going to go to the page designer where I would work on designing these ad pages. And in the page designer, over on the right hand side under the design tab, there's two different areas of templates that you may want to use. The first area is under Page Surfer and Advertising. This is where you're going to find some templates for student recognition ads up at the top of this list, but down at the very bottom are templates for your business ads. And so if I'm looking for a page of business cards, there's variation number 6. I'm going to click, drag, and drop that onto my page. If I'm looking for something that has a different variation of maybe quarter page or half pages that I can mix and match in there as well, again, I'm just going to click, drag, and drop onto the page. Now, if you have pages, layouts from last year's yearbook that you want to save as a template, remember you would sign in to your previous year's site, go to the page, go to the File menu at the top of the page, and you would File, Save as a Template. And then when you sign back into your current year's site, when you go to the Design tab, in the Custom area, those would be found under My 2014 Templates. And under My 2014 Templates, again, will be anything you've saved from the prior year's site as a template. You can click, drag, and drop those on your pages as well. So then you're ready to drop your images. So I'll click on the Images tab. I would click on the drop down. I would go to my folders that have ads, and I would click, drag, and drop onto the page. Okay. Remember that you can scan these. A couple of tips when you do scan these business cards. If you scan those in school, make sure your scanner is set to 300 dpi. The default setting on many scanners is just 200 dpi. 300 dpi is the best resolution for these. Also, remember that if you have business cards, you can send those to us, and we will scan those for you at the plant and upload them for you. This can save you a ton of time. Instead of standing over a scanner for a couple of days, send those in to us, and you work on something different. Also remember that if you have scanned business card art and other art for ads from the prior year, you do not have to scan those in again this year. You would simply go to your 2014 site, go to your image library, click on the folder that needs to be rolled over, and then there is a button to roll those over to this year's site. Then in this year's image library, those would show up in a category called My 2014 Images, and then you would just put those into a current year activity folder. Once those are placed into a current year activity folder, they'll be available here in your Images tab in the Page Designer to place on pages. Also, remember that one of the kind of rules about creating ad pages is that try to incorporate some other content into these pages so students and parents will have a reason really to go to these pages. This is called blended coverage. It may be something as simple as deleting out just a couple of boxes on the page like this and filling that with candid pictures of students, quotes, other content that you mix into the page. to give readers a reason visually to go to these pages other than just the ads. Now, if you are creating senior ads or student recognition ads, then there are some templates, again, under Designs, under Page Surfer and Advertising here at the top. There are also some templates all the way down at the bottom that are specifically designed for recognition ads. And so these are done in modules. So if you're looking for a half-page module, you would click on that. It's going to give you a variety of different options, and then I can click, drag, and drop that on the page. Put it in place, come to the Format tab, and ungroup those elements, and then I can start working with the photos and the text. So again, that's under Designs, Recognition Ads, and then the different modules. So those are just a couple of quick tips on creating your business and senior or student recognition ad pages. Remember, first step is go to your reports, make sure you've entered everything in so that you can use those reports as a checklist. Then make sure any images that you need to roll over from the prior year have been rolled over to your current year site so you don't have to rescan those. Find templates, place those on the page, and then everything is click, drag, and drop. Do your best to incorporate some blended coverage of other photos in those pages to drive visual traffic to those pages. And your ad pages should be some of the first pages you get done. Go ahead and plan those towards that first deadline of pages due so that you can get those pages behind you and work on something way more interesting than these business ads. If you have any questions, let me know.